Well, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, depending on when you found this Marmite hypnosis mind control video on YouTube or social media. My name by birth is Alex William Smith, but I am better known around the world as the Magical Guru of www.magicalguru.com, namely stage hypnotist, hypnotherapist, and mind control expert Jonathan Royle. I'm going to be joined in this video by my hypnotist colleague Robert Temple, and if you choose to, you can use this video to overcome habits, addictions, fears, phobias from A through to Z, pretty much anything you think of. But you can also use it to become a lover of Marmite. Yep, that's right. It's October 2019 here in England, and Marmite, the yeast extract spread for toast, crumpets, crackers, and other tasty morsels. I am a lover of Marmite, by the way, always have been. Is running a mind control hypnosis experiment. The link to their website is on my blog. You can find the link below this video on social media or YouTube. So you can sign up for the mind control experiment live with my colleague in the hypnotherapy world, Rory Fulcher. But if you watch the video that follows and take part with this live interactive online session and follow the instructions to the letter, then as well as it helping you overcome habits, addictions, fears and phobias from A through to Z, you could use it as a powerful way to become a lover of Marmite, because deep down in your unconscious, subconscious mind, you probably don't hate Marmite. In fact, you probably love it. It's just that somehow you've got some anchored association to the smell, the colour, the taste, or something like that, which can be obliterated positively and permanently with the mind therapy session that follows. Quite simply, when I ask you to visualize things on the television set as they once were in the past, to overcome your previous past aversion to Marmite, see images of yourself in the past when you used to hate the colour, the smell, the taste, or the thought of it, and then destroy the television set and those memories, thoughts, emotional connections as detailed in the video that follows. And when I ask you to visualize that yourself in the future in the magic mirror, if you visualize yourself loving Marmite, eating it on crackers, crumpets, toast, or whatever way feels positively, permanently right for you, then you'll find that you can imagine that in your mind's eye using your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively. And if you follow what's in the video, then you'll be able to instill that positive future where you are a lover of Marmite. And hey, why not, before you do this, get a video of you attempting to eat Marmite, not liking it, and then after you've done this session, go prove to yourself you've done it right. Prove to yourself you've used your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, because so long as you do and you follow the instructions, you will be a lover of Marmite. And then you can get a film of yourself loving Marmite and post it up onto YouTube and social media with the heading Marmite Mind Control Hypnosis Jonathan Royle Hypnotist. Do that, tag me. My details for social media are on magicalguru.com, and below this video is the link to my blog where you can find out about the Marmite Hypnosis Mind Control Experiment, the official one, with my colleague Rory Fulcher. Although, just for the record, the first hypnotist used in a Marmite advertising campaign back in 2012 was British television mind control expert, my good colleague Darren Brown. And then the second hypnotist used, you can see the images and proof on my blog at the link below, was also in 2012, a couple of days after Darren Brown had been featured in Lights on Oxford Street in London, was my good self, Jonathan Royle Hypnotist. Anyway, watch the video that follows, post your stuff on social media. Marmite, you don't hate it. You love it. And that's coming from me, the original Marmite hypnotist, who for 30 years has been dubbed by many people in the industry as the original Marmite hypnotist, because you either love me or you hate me. More details at magicalguru.com.
All right, I think we are just about ready to get started. Hello, this is Robert Temple, and a very warm welcome to today's free online live hypnotherapy, NLP and complete mind therapy session, The Perfect You, with my good friend and colleague Dr. Jonathan Royle. Now, I'm going to be handing you over to Jonathan in the next few moments' time, but as we are here live getting ready to start, I can see there are more and more people coming onto this call all of the time. So I just wanted to fill the next few minutes, give you a couple of little announcements, let you know how tonight's going to work, how this is going to change your life for the better, and everything you can expect from our free live online hypnotherapy session here tonight to celebrate World Hypnotism Day. We are so excited to be hosting this today. So today this session is going to change a lot of lives for people. Whatever it is that you are here to overcome, maybe it's a fear, a phobia, a confidence problem, maybe you want to quit smoking, lose weight, whatever it is in your mind right now that you would like to make better, make go away, improve, change, whatever it is that you would like to do, Dr. Jonathan Royle is going to help you to do that right here on this call. But there are a couple of things that you really need to know, both legally and kind of common sense as well. The first is, please do not listen to this live stream if you are going to be driving or operating heavy machinery or doing anything that's going to require your attention. If you're going to listen to this today, then you absolutely must be somewhere that you can simply switch off, relax completely. You want to switch off all distractions, so take your mobile phone, turn it off, pop it away. Unplug the house phone if you can. Make sure the doorbell's not going to disturb you. Make sure the kids aren't going to come bounding in at any moment and want to borrow their pocket money or whatever. Make sure that all distractions are completely switched off, because for the next hour or so, you are going to want to completely unwind and completely relax. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about what hypnosis is and isn't. Some people think it's dangerous. Some people think you're going to drop off to sleep and then never wake up again. That's not the case at all. Hypnosis is simply a very relaxed state of mind and a heightened state of awareness. And that means that for the next hour or so, you're going to feel so relaxed. Some things will drift straight through your mind. Some things you'll notice very specifically about what Jonathan says to you. Everybody's going to experience this in a different way. Some people are going to experience hypnosis in a very deep level. Some people are just going to feel complete guided relaxation. It's going to be completely different for everybody, but I promise it's very, very safe. You're going to have a great time, and should you need to, you'll be able to awake, alert and fully aware of everything that's going on around you. So if there was an emergency or something that desperately required your attention, you'd be able to snap completely back to normal, full faculties intact, all ready to go and deal with that situation in an appropriate way. So don't panic. You're not going to fall asleep and never wake up again. We promise you that right now. You're going to have a great time. Now, of course, if you take part in tonight, you're doing so completely of your own free will. You're doing this because you want to do it. You're doing this because you are ready to change whatever aspect of your life it is. And I know already that we have so many people on this call who want to quit smoking, lose weight, overcome phobias, get rid of stress in their life, beat depression. There are so many different reasons for people coming onto this call to build a better life, to kickstart our 2014 year. It's hard to believe it's 2014 already, but everybody wants to kickstart their brand new year in the best possible way. So with that said, the call is filling up very, very rapidly, and I think we better start to move forward and get on with this thing. So what we're going to do, I'm going to invite Dr. Jonathan Royle to come and join me over here in our studio. Come on over. He's going to tell you a little bit more about what you can expect and get you started.
Indeed. Welcome to all of you. Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, depending which geographic time zone you are in the world. Thank you for joining us on this call, The Perfect You. So as Robert Temple's already explained, it doesn't matter whether you want to overcome a habit, fear, addiction, phobia. Perhaps you want to deal with stress more effectively in your life. Perhaps you've got pain issues that have worried you or caused you concern in the past. Now obviously pain, for example, can be sometimes an indicator of an underlying problem. So common sense should be used here, and the terms and conditions are underneath this where the video stream is playing, and on the website freehypnosisevent.com when you signed up, to tell you, for example, that if you're seeking medical treatment, currently getting such, or you're getting any form of medication for anything, then please continue to do so until advised otherwise by a qualified medical professional. And if you're currently not seeking medical help or taking any form of medication, but you've got something like a pain control issue or depression or things of that kind of nature, then please, although this event can help you immensely, please do contact a qualified medical professional. This is not a substitute for seeing a qualified medical professional. We want to make that clear to you. This is something that works in tandem, that will help you. That's why it's known as complementary therapy. It's an addition, okay? So bearing that in mind, basically all that's going to happen when you're hypnotised is that you will be fully aware of everything that's going on around you at all times, unless of course you drift off into a normal kind of snory type sleep. Which if you do, don't worry, because the really cool thing is that everything I say to you will still go into your unconscious, or as some people call it, subconscious mind, and will take effect and help you. It's like planting the seeds for a new tree that will grow stronger each and every day, but I'll tell you more later about how to water that tree. Today we're planting the seeds to grow those roots to help you make your positive changes in your life. Key things you've got to bear in mind is that whenever I, during the session, mention the past, whenever I say the past, that's any moment up to the start of this call today. So if you've come onto this call to perhaps overcome a phobia, when I mention past, you would think of a time in the past when that phobia used to bother you, okay? So when you perhaps used to be bothered and concerned by spiders, heights, whatever your particular fear or phobia was. If you were on this with a habit or addiction, for example, then when I say past, you'd think of yourself when you were smoking or drinking too much or whatever your particular habit or addiction is. If it's stress, you'd think of times when you were more stressed when I say past. If it was a confidence issue, you'd think of times where having that lacking confidence affected you most. And then during the call, whenever I mention future, okay, whenever I mention future, that's when you think of the perfect you, the person that you're going to become from this moment forward, the perfect you in every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. So when I say future, you know, if before you came on this call you were a smoker, when I say future, think of yourself as confident, happy, healthy, relaxed, non-smoker. If when you came on this call you used to have issues with eating sugary or fatty foods or not doing enough exercise or some other reason that led you to perhaps have weight management issues, then whenever I say future, see yourself being able to do that exercise easily and enjoyably, being able to avoid the sugary and fatty foods, becoming the thin, slender, perfect you that you've always wanted to be. If you had a phobia, you see yourself in the past when it used to bother you, and for the future image, you see yourself no longer worried or concerned or bothered by that thing that once used to trigger off those negative feelings. If it was pain, for example, for the past you think of times where you've had that discomfort or pain, and for the future you see yourself in those same kinds of situations, only now able to deal with things so much more effectively, positively, happily, and obviously with far less, if any, discomfort whatsoever. So it really is common sense. Whatever your issue, problem, habit, fear, addiction, phobia, or area of your life that you're on this call to change, when I mention past, imagine images of as you once were in the past up to the point of this call when it was an issue in your life, something that you wanted to change here today. And whenever I mention future, see an image of the perfect you without that bothering you, worrying you or concerning you in any manner. And then the way that this unique complete mind therapy session is structured, it will be to your unconscious mind 1,000,000% relevant to you, because you know better than anyone what used to bother you in the past, and you know better than anyone exactly where you wish to be and will be in a day's time, a week's time, a month's time, a year from now, because it's planting the seeds that will grow stronger each and every day after this session if you do exactly what we're going to tell you. But before we start, we're going to do a couple of funky, fun exercises just to show you the power of the human mind. Don't worry, some of you watching this call are going to have absolutely amazing results with these experiments. Some of you, a few of you no doubt, it may not work because you're still having to relax and get ready for this call. Don't worry, it's no reflection on you, and it really doesn't make that much difference to what we're going to do when we get to the complete mind therapy session. But they're a bit fun, and also it gives you an idea of the power of the mind. So yes, indeed, just a few examples of how the mind works. As I say, just go with this and have a bit of fun with it. But you know, there are things we're going to be using suggestion essentially as one element of what we're doing, and creative visualization, conjuring up mental images, together with an eyes closed relaxation process. Some people call it hypnosis, but that's very misunderstood. So I'm just going to call it essentially a state where you close your eyes, relax, listen to what I say, and focus your mind on it. So an example of verbal suggestion is if I was to say the word silk, okay, that's S-I-L-K, silk, as in perhaps a silk handkerchief that somebody may have in the pocket. But I'm going to say the word silk. When I put my hand like that towards the camera, so it's like that, I'll say silk, 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 silk. And I want you to actually say it out loud as well. So go on, do it. Silk. Say it louder. Silk. No, louder. Silk. Okay, I'm going to do that several times in a row. Then I'm unexpectedly going to ask you a question. When I do, I want you to say the first thing that enters your head, okay? Don't think about it. Just do it instinctively and go with the first thing that enters your head. So here we go. Silk, silk. Go on, say it. Silk, 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 silk. Do it. And what's a cow's drink? Okay. Now obviously it's a virtual world, I can't hear you, but I do know this from past experience. A large amount of you went milk, which is actually what cows give rather than what they drink. A lot of you went, haha, I know this, it's water. It doesn't matter either way. For those of you who did actually say milk or thought I've encountered this before, it's just an example of how the mind can sometimes play tricks on you. Things that you most definitely do genuinely and sincerely know the answer to, given time to think it through. When you just caught on the spot like that, sometimes the mind plays tricks, and we do that which is completely illogical, which often can be the underlying thing with habits, addictions, fears, phobias and problems we have in life. We, consciously know that it perhaps may seem illogical, or that it would serve us better to be the perfect you, the perfect us that we're becoming right now, and to leave behind in the past that used to bother us, worry us or concern us or affect us in any manner. But yet, for some reason, despite consciously being aware of that, those changes don't just automatically happen. That's because we've got kind of a safety guard there that some people refer to as the critical faculty or analytical area of the mind. And what we need to do with this eyes closed relaxation process is kind of effectively distract that dormant of our mind, so that we can get past there into our unconscious, subconscious mind and reprogram your personal neck-top computer so that what once used to bother you, worry you or concern you, the kind of bad software, can be deleted and replaced with positive, empowering and useful for you software that helps you be and continue to be the perfect you that you've become from this moment forward. Now there's also physical suggestions, okay? So, for example, you take your right hand, I'll give you a clue, your right hand's the one on this side, just confusing because I'm facing the camera, but take your right hand, place it out in front of you, then make a fist, okay? When you've done that, make a gun, then make a ring. Now on the count of 3, I want you to do what I say, not what I do, okay? So 1, 2, 3, just touch it to your chin like that. No, your chin's down there, that's your cheek. Now I know quite a lot of you will have gone, haha, but there will be a large amount of you, and quite often it's the people who didn't fall for the other one that fall for this, or vice versa, because some people react better to a kind of physical suggestion rather than a verbal. But most powerful of all is visualizing things in your mind. Some people say, but I can't visualize things, I don't dream at night, I don't remember my dreams. Now, let me tell you, it is impossible, it's been proven, to sleep properly at night without dreaming. The fact that you don't remember them consciously in the morning, some of you, is kind of irrelevant. I promise you, you do dream, it's just that you're not consciously aware of the fact. So to give you an example of this, because during the session I'm going to say I want you to imagine it, it's almost as if, and I'm going to get you to conjure up things in your mind. Don't worry if you don't see it in glorious technicolor. If you need to kind of speak to yourself in your head and go, yes, I am seeing that image. Doesn't matter whether you feel like you're seeing the image, because it will be working at an unconscious, subconscious level to help benefit you to become the perfect you. An example of this is, for the next few seconds, whatever you do, do not think of a pink elephant wearing green knickers. Don't do it. Now think about it. The fact is, I said don't do it, but you had to think about not doing it. And in that action of thinking about not doing it, you thought about it. It's impossible not to think about it. And that's cool, because it means that you did create that image in your mind. For example, you might think you're not very good at conjuring up mental images, but just think of your front door at home. What colour is it? Is it wood? Or is it UPVC or some other kind of material? Is there a number on the door? Where's your handle? These are all things that perhaps you think you know through habit, but in actual fact there is some kind of image stored in your unconscious mind, so you can visualise even though you're not aware of it. So don't worry and put yourself off thinking, well, this isn't glorious technical, or although I know for a lot of you it will be, especially those of you who are into science fiction, those of you who really get absorbed in a book and then people walk in a room and go, do you want a drink? And you go, what was that? You knew what they were saying, but you kind of got so absorbed into it that it became your reality there and then. That's kind of the thing we're going to be doing over the next few minutes. But before we do start the Perfect You session, just a couple of other fun things. As I say, for some of you these will work immensely well. For others, they may not have a huge effect. It really doesn't matter, okay? Because you can always, when this is finished being broadcast live, with the technology we're using, it will take maybe 15-20 minutes, and then the whole video will actually then be available live, and in a few hours time you'll get sent an email, those of you who are registered, with a link to the replay. So you can always have another go at this, because you know, as you practice doing things in life, you become better at them. Just as it, you know, as each day goes by, those seeds will grow stronger for you to become the perfect you. So as you sit there in your chair, whether you're on your sofa or in a chair or whatever, what I'd like you to do is just kind of sit so that your bottom, your butt, if you're in America, your backside, whatever you may call it, that bit at the top of your legs that connects to the chair where you sat down. Just move forward in your chair so you're roughly halfway to the front. So your bum, bottom, the bit at the top of your legs is about at the middle, and then just lean back in your chair so your head's on the back of the chair. And then just close your eyes. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, but just close your eyes and listen to me. I want you to imagine that at the top of your head, around the area of your top of your head, around the centre of it, where some people call it the psychic third eye, is kind of a little hole. It's not painful, it's purely imaginary, but it's almost as if there's a white bright light coming in through that little hole. It's as though this white bright light is connecting you to the sky, and it's pushing down in a way that feels right for you. And I'm going to count backwards from 3 down to 1. And if you use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, as I'm sure you will, then this can be for you 1,000,000% reality. And you'll find that on the count of 1, if you listen to what I say, if you imagine it, see it clearly, then for you, you'll find that on the count of 1, that it'll be almost as if you're locked, glued, welded, cemented to that chair, unable to stand up until I clap my hands like that. But when I clap my hands, you'll find that you are able to stand up and be your normal self in every way, shape and form. So on 3, with your eyes closed, imagining that little hole in the centre of your forehead where there's a white bright light coming in. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth, and continue breathing deeply and regularly in through your nose and out through your mouth. And it's almost as if with every breath you take, every noise you hear, every word I say, and every thought you think, it serves as a sign and a signal to make every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, to become so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, so tired, like a loose limp rag doll. It's almost as if they become like heavy lead weights, making you sink down, melt down into the chair as you use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration so effectively to prove to yourself that you're doing this right on the count of 2. It's almost as if this white bright light is pushing down on your head, fixing you, locking you, gluing you in a positive, calm, relaxing manner to the chair. And on 1, keep imagining it's almost as if every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, is like a loose limp rag doll. So heavy, so tired. Keep imagining it's almost as if you're being pushed down to the chair by this white bright light. And then just prove to yourself that you've done this correctly, that you're using your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively. And just try to move up from the chair. Just notice that the more you try, the more you stick. Just prove to yourself you've done that right, and if you're one of those few that finds it's quite easy for you, then go back into position, close your eyes again, and just turn off all the muscles that would have allowed you in the past to easily stand up, and prove to yourself once more that you're just stuck there, you don't want to move. Nice deep breath in, and open your eyes. Wakey, open your eyes, that's brilliant. You can all stand up, just move, have a little bit of a wiggle. Don't worry, nobody's watching you hopefully. That, by the way, is not hypnosis per se, it's just showing you what you can do with your powers of mind. Hopefully for many of you that did work wonderfully. If it did, just hashtag #ThePerfectYou on Twitter, Facebook or what have you, wherever you want, before we get started, or ideally at the end of the session. You can also discuss these things after the session on the Facebook page, facebook.com/free hypnosis event. That's facebook.com/free hypnosis event, or you can go and discuss things on the Twitter account at Royle Hypnotist. That's RoyleHypnotist. So let's try just a couple more, then we'll get started, because there are still people joining us on the call. I know there's different time zones around the world. As I say, for any reason, like Rob said, if in the case of an emergency, if you do end up needing to open your eyes, you will be able to do so to attend to any emergency, and you'll be fully in control of yourself, your faculties, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually in a way that feels completely right for you. But let's try just a couple more things, okay? Place your hands out in front of you like this. Interlock your fingers, so the fingers of the left hand are against the back of the right hand, the fingers of the right hand against the back of the left hand, palms pressed tightly together, thumbs down on top, and then just place your 4 fingers out like that. They're the ones at the top. Separate them about 1 inch. That's brilliant, but look directly at me. I'm going to count backwards from 3 down to 1. And if you stare directly at me and concentrate using your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, you'll find by the count of 1 that your fingertips will be touching. It's almost as if you start to feel now on the count of 3. It's almost as if there's magnets on the tips of your fingers starting to pull them together, draw them together, attract them together, moving them closer and closer and closer with every breath you take, every noise you hear, every word I say and every thought you think. As on 2, they're getting closer with each second that passes by, every thought you think, every word I say, as though those are electromagnets now, 100 times stronger, pulling together. You could resist, but if you do that, obviously that means you're not allowing your mind and your body to relax into this. So just allow it to happen, will it to happen, believe it'll happen, and on 2 it's closer and closer, and on 1 just let them come together right now. Look at your fingers, that's brilliant. You can separate your hands, perfectly normal. Fantastic. Again, you know, some of you will have had better results than others, and you can share your experiences with everyone at the end of this event at facebook.com/free hypnosis event, or on Twitter at Royle Hypnotist. So one last thing before we get down to the perfect you, before we leave in the past those things that once bothered you, worried you or concerned you, whether it be a fear, habit, addiction, phobia, stress, a confidence issue, pain control or other thing, and we help you move forward in a way that feels right for you, that's positive, calm, happy, empowering and positive, to become the perfect you and to continue to be from this moment forward. So one final thing, place your hands out in front of you again like so, interlock your fingers like you did before, fingers of the left hand against the back of the right hand, the fingers of the right hand against the back of the left hand. Only this time, rather than pressing your palms tightly together, what I'd like you to do is push them away from you, like so, and then push them above your head like that. But obviously only if you've not got any problems with your back or your shoulders. If you have problems with that, then obviously push your hands away from you maybe, or don't participate in this. Common sense, we don't want anyone hurting themselves. But for those of you that it's okay to do this, hands together, fingers of the left against the back of the right, fingers of the right against the back of the left, palms, push them away from each other like that, and then push them above your head, high towards the sky, towards the rainbow, and stare directly at the back of your hands. And keep staring at the back of your hands. As you do, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. On the count of 1, if you concentrate, as I'm sure you will, you'll find that your powers of mind will allow you to discover that your hands are locked, glued, welded, cemented, bolted together. So that for many of you, it will be impossible to separate your hands until I clap my hands like that and tell you it's possible. And for a larger number of you, it will just prove to be ridiculously more difficult than it would normally be, which will be a sign and a signal that you're using your powers of mind effectively and moving closer to becoming the perfect you, right here, right now, leaving behind in the past what used to bother you, worry you, or concern you. So, on 3, as you stare up at the back of your hands, as you push them up towards the sky, towards the rainbow, imagine it's almost as if the fingers of the left hand are stuck, locked, glued, welded, cemented, bolted to the back of the right hand, and the fingers of the right hand are stuck, locked, glued, welded, cemented, bolted to the back of the left hand. Fantastic. Nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just imagine it's almost as if on the count of 2, it's almost as if someone has put the world's strongest super glue on your fingers, sticking, locking, gluing, welding, cementing, bolting them to the backs of your hands. And imagining now it's almost as if, in a way that feels right for you, that someone has encased your hands in a block of concrete. Like brick, like granite, bonding them, locking them, gluing them, welding and cementing them together, making it impossible for you to separate your hands if you use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, as I'm sure you will. And on 1, as you keep staring at the back of your hands, pushing them up high towards the sky, towards the rainbow, it's almost as if every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle, from your wrist to your elbows to your shoulders, is stuck fast, tight, bolted in place, making it impossible to separate your hands. So keep reaching high towards the sky, towards the rainbow. Keep pushing your hands up high towards the sky, towards the rainbow, as though you're reaching for your dreams to come true, reaching towards becoming the perfect you. And as you keep pushing up high towards the sky, just try and separate your hands, and the more you do, the more they stick together, bond together, lock together, weld together. Some of you find that it's just ridiculously more difficult than normal to separate your hands. Others of you, many of you, perhaps thousands with the number of you on this call, have discovered that in fact that you cannot separate your hands right now. Either of them is good, but now everybody, that's it, you can separate your hands, separate your hands, separate your hands. That's brilliant. And just to get the blood circulating back in your hands, give yourselves a round of applause or wiggle your fingers. Fantastic. So, one final little experiment, okay. What I'd like you to do is make yourself comfortable. Just close your eyes. Keep your eyes tightly closed at all times unless I say otherwise. And take nice, deep, regular breaths in through your nose and then out through your mouth. And continue to breathe deeply and regularly in through your nose and then out through your mouth. I'm going to count this time backwards from 3 to 1, yet again. And once again, as you use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, I'd like you to imagine that by the count of 1, if you concentrate, that it will be almost as if your eyelids are locked, glued, welded, cemented together, making it impossible to open your eyelids until I clap my hands, at which moment they'll instantly open and you'll be completely normal in every way. So on 3, imagining in your mind's eye, you keep your eyes tightly closed, imagining once again that little hole in the centre of your forehead. Look up with your eyeballs towards that little hole in the top of your forehead, but keeping your eyes tightly closed. Imagine that white bright light again and keep staring at the white bright light. But as you do, also imagine now it's almost as if inside your mind you can see a control panel inside your head. This controls your mind and your body. Because on 2, I'd like you to imagine walking into this control room and finding the switch, the dial, the knob, or the button, or the slider, whatever it may be for you, whatever feels right for you is right for you. And turning that down switching it off, pressing it, whatever you need to do, to cut off all the power, all the energy, cut off all that power, all that energy, so that you know in your mind's eye there is no power, no energy getting to your eyelids, so they're turned off. So you know that you've turned them off correctly for you, making it impossible to open them until I clap my hands, at which point those switches will switch back on, or those dials will turn back up, or the buttons will go back the correct way. In other words, everything will be reversed. But just take a few moments to turn off the switch, slide the dial down or the slider, do what you need to turn off the power and the energy right now so that you know you've done that correctly. And now on one, knowing you've done that correctly, prove to yourself you've done it correctly and just try to open your eyes. Prove to yourself you've done it correctly, and the more you try, the more you notice your eyelids are locked together. Just take a few moments to prove that to yourself, and then that's it, just open your eyes. Fantastic. Now some of you just found it ridiculously more difficult than normal. The largest percentage, I'm sure, found that you were successful in proving to yourself that you use your powers of mind effectively. Don't worry, these were just all experiments and a bit of fun, and I look forward to seeing the discussion on facebook.com/free hypnosis event, and also the Twitter account at Royle Hypnotist. And on Facebook and Twitter you can hashtag the perfect you, that's THEPERFECTYOU, to share your experiences with everyone. So we're going to get started in a minute, as I say. If you haven't, look at the terms and conditions below the video one more time. Make sure you abide by them, please. Remember everything that's been said, that if you need to, in the case of an emergency, you will be able to open your eyes and instantly respond to it in a calm, safe manner that's appropriate in the correct way for that moment of life. For the next 45 minutes or so, your eyes are going to be closed for this session, so do not be doing anything that would be dangerous if your eyes are closed whilst doing it. Make sure you've not left any irons on in the house, or any electric, fires. Health and safety. Think about this. Take a few moments. If something needs switching off, do it now and race back, because we will be starting literally in the next 2 or 3 minutes with the real perfect you to leave behind what bothered you in the past and move you forward and plant those seeds that can grow stronger each and every single day of your life. For this, you're going to need to be with your eyes closed, so if you've got headphones, pop them on, because then you'll be able to block out outside noise. And if not, make sure the volume on your computer or your other device is loud enough that you can hear it. Make sure your phones are switched off and all that, and get ready, because we're about to start. I'll tell you one thing, people say to me, Jonathan, I've been getting emails saying, why are you doing this event for free? Well, the truth is I want to help you, and if you concentrate and use your mind effectively, then this really can be the first moment of your new life, the seed planted. But I'll tell you how to water that seed afterwards, because we are recording the audio as well as broadcasting this as a live stream. We are recording it through the computers here, so that then it can be digitally enhanced as it's recorded, so that there will be an audio MP3 backup session available that will be available for purchase shortly after this free online session, so that you can keep watering those seeds that have been planted to help them grow stronger each day. So you'll hear me mentioned as you listen to this CD. Well, actually you'll be listening to me, hopefully with your eyes closed, but if you do open your eyes at any point, you'll just see some abstract images, perhaps a hypno disc, different abstract images, whatever on the screen. That'll just be a sign and a signal that it's better to close your eyes, because this works better when you're just listening and not looking. So if you hear me mention CD, don't worry, it's just because we are actually creating a product at the same time as offering you this free treatment here today. So with that all in mind, get ready to leave behind that used to bother you in the past, whether it's a fear, a habit, fear, addiction. I must get a new set of teeth. That's the joy of doing things live. Whatever it is that used to bother you in the past, get ready to say goodbye to that now, and get ready to plant the seeds for the perfect you. Rob, can we get ready with the music and the images on screen? I've got Rob doing the computer stuff. As many of you may know me. Are we ready to go with that?
We are. Let's fire it up.
Fantastic.
Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you actually decide to listen to this audio Complete Mind Therapy Treatment CD. My name's Dr. Jonathan Royle. You can find out lots about me on my website, www.hypnotherapycourse.net, or indeed on www.hypnotictraining.com. Firstly, I'd like to point out this audio compact disc should never be listened to while operating any form of dangerous machinery or indeed whilst driving, as this CD is designed to help you relax with your eyes closed to a level where the suggestions will help your subconscious to change your life positively forever. And finally, I'd like to point out it'd be best for you to listen to this CD whilst in a comfortable, warm, relaxing, safe place. Ideally, you should turn off all the ringers on your mobile telephones, your house phones, doorbells, anything that could disturb you for the next half hour or so. Please rectify now, then come back and put this CD back on and get ready to change your life for the better. That's brilliant. And then get yourself comfortable, either sit down or lie down in a nice dim place, close the curtains, get yourself warm, relaxed, calm and comfortable. And have in mind exactly that which you have decided that you will continue to achieve from this moment forward. And then just close your eyes. And just so long as you keep your eyes tightly closed at all times from this moment forward, then this will prove to be 1,000,000% successful for you. So just take a nice deep breath as the music begins. In through your nose, and then out through your mouth. Keeping your eyes tightly closed at all times unless I say otherwise. Because from this moment forward, using your powers of intelligence, imagination, and concentration so effectively that you realise now that from this moment forward, nothing bothers you, worries you, or concerns you as it once did in the past. In fact, from this moment forward, with every breath you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say and every thought that you think merely serves as a sign and a signal to help you relax more completely and focus on taking nice, deep, regular breaths. In through your nose and then out through your mouth. Because today, as you listen to this CD, it will be 100 times as effective, if not even more effective, than if I was sat there in the room with you in person. And everything I've said will sink in a safe, permanent manner into your subconscious mind, into the world of your dreams and your imagination, enabling you to achieve something you once thought in the past may have proved difficult, in a manner that has already proved itself to be so ridiculously easy, calm, safe, secure for you. So as you keep your eyes tightly closed at all times, as you continue breathing deeply and regularly, in through your nose and then out through your mouth, any background noise is merely serving as a sign and a signal to help you relax more completely with each second that passes by. I'm going to mention different areas of your body, and as I do, I'd like you to visualize all the little muscle groups in that area of your body being represented as pieces of rope tied together in knots. And then each time when I count from 1 to 3 and then click my fingers like this, the very moment I click my fingers like this, instantly just a sign and a signal for you to instantly allow those knots to untie in your mind's eye, for those knots to untie rapidly and instantly become so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, and so tired As we start with your feet, see all those little muscle groups represented in your mind's eye by this image of the ropes tied together in knots. And these ropes representing in your mind's eye all the stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days and weeks gone by that are leaving your mind and leaving your body right now, relaxing more. As on 1, see those knots rapidly untying. 2, with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say and every thought that you think, serving as a sign and a signal for your mind to wander free. And on 3, just let those knots relax, so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy and so tired. It doesn't matter if my voice is loud like this, or if my voice becomes but a very distant sound. It doesn't matter if my voice is clear like this, or if my voice becomes a little more distant. Your subconscious will remember everything I say as you relax more. And imagine now all the little muscle groups in your ankles and your lower leg area, moving all the way up to your knees. See all those hundreds and thousands of little muscle groups represented as ropes tied together in knots, representing all those stresses, tensions, worries, fears, apprehensions, all those negative things of days, weeks and months, and in fact even years gone by that are leaving your mind and leaving your body right now as you allow your mind to wander free. 1, those knots starting to untie rapidly. 2, becoming so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy and so tired. And on 3, just let them separate, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down, sinking down. If the deeper you go, the better you'll feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, and every thought that you think, serving as a sign and a signal to drift down, sink down, in a way that's right for you, in a way that feels so calm, so safe, so secure, so heavy, and so tired. As you may notice now, it's almost as if there's a slight tingling, pleasant tingling sensation or warmth. It's different for everyone, but in a way that feels right for you. Notice that sensation of relaxation, moving now from the tips of your toes, all across your feet to your ankles, from your ankles all the way up your lower leg area to your knees. And now allowing that feeling of warmth, that feeling of relaxation in a way that's right for you to start to flood your upper leg area all the way up to your hips. And see all those little knots tied together. As you do, it makes you feel so good to realise that you're leaving behind all those negative things of the past permanently. Right now, relaxing more. 1, see those knots untying rapidly in your mind's eye. 2, so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, and so tired. The deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, every thought that you think. It doesn't matter if your mind wanders free and you just start thinking of a time in your life when you felt on top of the world, a time in your life when you felt safe, calm, secure, a time in your life when you felt really confident and you could achieve whatever you wanted to achieve. And if you can't think of one right now, then as you relax more, just imagine how good it would feel to experience that confidence, calmness and relaxation and warmth right now, drifting down, sinking down more, as you allow those knots to untie rapidly right now, separate, so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, and so tired. And I don't know if you want to go to sleep right now or in a few moments' time. But as you relax more, go to sleep you will all the same, as each muscle becomes so heavy, so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, so tired. You can allow your mind to wander free. It doesn't matter if you're consciously aware of anything I say, because it will go directly to your subconscious mind and remain with you in a positive manner from this moment forward. So as you let that feeling of warmth, that feeling of relaxation move from your feet to your ankles, from your ankles to your knees, from your knees to your hips, let it start to flood now your chest area. And once again, when I count to 3, just let all those hundreds of thousands of little knots untie, proving as a sign and a signal. A sign and a signal that quite simply you relax more, and all those stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days and weeks gone by, leaving your mind rapidly now. 1, knots untying. 2, relaxing more. 3, deeper and deeper. The deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say. It doesn't matter if I'm talking too fast for your subconscious mind. Everything I said will remain with you in your subconscious at all times. Sometimes you may become consciously aware of what I'm saying, other times it's so quick you won't know. As you relax more, why you go to sleep right now. As that feeling of warmth and relaxation moves now into your shoulders and all the way down your arms, from your shoulders to your elbows, from your elbows to your wrists, from your wrists to your fingertips. And once again, on the count of 3, when I click my fingers, just allow those knots in your mind's eye to untie and become separate pieces of rope, and as they do, realizing right now, as you relax more, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down, realizing right now that on 1, those knots untie. 2, all the negative things from the past gone completely. All those stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days, weeks, months and years gone by, leaving your mind, leaving your body, relaxing more, drifting down, sinking down right now. 1, 2, 3. Deeper, deeper, separate, relaxing, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down. Notice how good it feels just to let yourself go, let your mind wander free, sinking down, feeling so good in a way that's calm, safe and secure for you. And finally, let that feeling of warmth and relaxation move all the way up your spine, from the base of your spine to the top of your neck, all the way around your neck and to all the little muscles in your cheek, in your jaw, in your face, in your forehead, all over your face, around your ears, all the final little muscles where all those stresses and tensions used to be stored in the past. But you realise now that something you once thought was difficult to achieve has proved itself to be so ridiculously easy. As you relax more, 1, just letting those knots untie rapidly. 2, drifting down, sinking down. As the deeper you go, the better you'll feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go with each second that passes by. And on 3, so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, and so tired. And you should keep your eyes tightly closed at all times and use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively. You find the sound of my voice, the sound of any background noises, the sound of the music. In fact, every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, every thought that you think, just serves as a sign and a signal for your mind to relax more completely. And for every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, to become so limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy and so tired. And it's almost as if you sink down into that comfortable chair, sinking down, drifting down, relaxing more. And as you relax more and allow your mind to wander free, I want you to imagine it's almost as if you can see a staircase in your mind's eye. A staircase of relaxation, a calm, safe, secure, feeling good, relaxing more staircase. And I'm going to count backwards from 10 down to 1. And on each descending number, it's a sign and a signal to take another step down that staircase in your mind's eye into the world of your dreams, the world of your imagination. So 10, the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, and every thought that you think, serving as a sign and a signal on the count of 9, drifting down, sinking down in a way that's calm, safe, secure, and feels so good for you right now on 8, relaxing more. As you realise that each and every muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, starts to become so limp, so loose, so heavy, so tired. 7. Feeling so tired, almost as though you're sinking into that comfortable chair, drifting down, letting your mind wander free on the count of 6. It feels so good just to let your mind wander free. As I don't know if you want to go to sleep right now, if you go to sleep in a few moments' time. But as you relax more, on 5 and 4, every nerve, fibre, tissue and muscle in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, becoming like a loose, limp rag doll, so heavy, so tired, drifting down on 3. Almost at the bottom of that staircase now. Almost at the start of the journey to the new life that you deserve so much. And notice how good it feels to relax and let your mind wander free on the count of 2. Drifting down, sinking down, and realising that the deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go with each second that passes by. And on 1, nice deep breath in, and out, and just relax, because you've reached the bottom of that staircase. And I'm talking directly to your subconscious mind. Everything I say to you from this moment forward will remain with you in your subconscious, in the world of your dreams and your imagination. But you can imagine now in your mind's eye that you can see a lovely, warm, inviting, calm, safe and secure, large, luxurious, inviting bed with a big lovely duvet and big relaxing fluffy pillows. And just take a few moments to walk up to that image in your mind's eye, and as you do, notice how you just relax more with each second that passes by. And just imagine yourself climbing into that bed now, and as you do, take a nice good night yawn. So heavy, so tired. Then just close your eyes. Rest your head down on that pillow in your mind's eye. And then just go to sleep. Let your mind wander free and enter the world of your dreams, the world of your imagination, where everything and anything is possible right now, relaxing more. And as you start to dream, in your mind's eye, you find yourself in a classroom, but a calm, safe, secure classroom. There's nothing negative about this place. It's everything it could be that makes you feel good. It's just that you can see in the background a blackboard, and on this blackboard you can see a word written in chalk. And this word is the name of the problem that you once used to have in the past. That thing that used to bother you, used to worry you or concern you, that thing that used to interfere with your everyday life, that thing that you made the decision to say goodbye to forever when you came to visit me or my colleague. And I'd like you to, in your mind's eye, take control right now as you relax more, sinking down, drifting down. As the deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go with each second that passes by. I want you to take control, and you can do this right now by imagining in your mind's eye, picking up a duster or a wet cloth, whatever feels right for you, and rubbing away one by one each letter of that word, or the words as the case may be for you, that is the name of the problem you once had in the past, the name of the thing that used to be a concern or an issue, but no longer bothers you, worries you or concerns you as it once did in the past. So just wipe away that word completely, so it's gone. It's gone. It can no longer bother you, worry you or concern you as it once did in the past. And notice how good that makes you feel to realise that you've taken control. And as you relax more completely with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, and every second that passes by, you're now so deeply relaxed, so deeply asleep, that whatever I tell you to do, you will do for your own good. And whatever I tell you will happen for your own good. Because from this moment forward, I'm talking directly to your subconscious mind, the world of your dreams and imagination. And as you relax more deeply with each word I say and every thought that you think, so in turn, every suggestion that I give you will, for your own good, become 100% total reality as you use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration so effectively. As you allow every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say, every thought that you think, to let your mind wander free and find that the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go. Because you made a promise to yourself. And as you relax more deeply with each second that passes by, so in turn you realise that whilst on the odd occasion in life it may be okay to break a promise to a friend, that in reality you can never break a promise to yourself. In fact, your subconscious mind will not allow you to break a promise to yourself. You can have 100% faith that your subconscious mind will enable you to achieve everything that I'm suggesting to you with the greatest of ease. And as you go deeper and deeper, you notice that the deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go, as you realise now that you can trust your subconscious mind. For just as it makes you breathe automatically without any conscious effort, and just as it pumps the blood around your body and keeps you alive, so you can be certain that from this very moment forward, your subconscious mind will ensure that every single thing I suggest to you will become your new reality, will remain your new lifestyle as an automatic reflex action. And with the greatest of ease, relaxing more. In fact, you'll find that something you once thought may have been so difficult to achieve in the past has now become so ridiculously easy, as you realise that from this moment forward, you can equal the greatest achievements of life's greatest achievers, and that for you, your innermost dreams can, and have now become your 100% total reality. Noticing now that with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, and every word that I say, that all those stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days and weeks gone by that used to once bother you are now leaving your mind and leaving your body completely and permanently in a way that's right for you, drifting down, sinking down, feels so good. As you relax more, realising now that from this moment forward, each morning you will awaken with an inner warm glow of confidence, a renewed optimism to life, a more positive attitude to get things done. You'll notice that every day, in every way, you find it so much easier to deal with events and situations which once would have bothered you greatly in the past. Realising now that from this moment forward, within you is a large inner reservoir of willpower, self-confidence and self-esteem, feeling really good inside right now, which you may draw upon as an automatic reflex action whenever you need to, enabling you to deal with everything and anything there and then, the very moment it happens, feeling good. You no longer need, want, crave, or desire for stressful situations in your life, and as such from this moment forward, with every breath that you take, you'll be able to handle everything and anything that life presents to you with the greatest of ease. Nothing bothers you as it once did. And in fact, you now realise that just as all of the stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of days, weeks, months and years gone by are leaving your body and leaving your mind right now, relaxing more. So you realise also that every day, in every way, your life is getting better and better. Your approach and attitude to life is getting more relaxed, more positive, and more constructive. And in turn, your approach, attitude and response to other people, especially those you care for, those you respect, and those close to you, will become far more positive, feeling good, far more relaxed, far more friendly and appreciative in every way, shape and form. You realise now as 100% total reality that your life is now like a mirror, and whatever you give out to others in life is now reflected back towards you tenfold. So from this moment forward, as an automatic reflex action, you'll find that you send out positive, peaceful, constructive and loving thoughts, actions and words to all those around you, and in turn these things will positively and beneficially be reflected back to you tenfold with each second that passes by, relaxing more. Notice how good it feels right now to realise that these improvements in your daily life have already taken place and will continue to grow stronger and more positive each and every day. Yes, relaxing more and realising now that just as you can and will now equal the greatest achievements of life's greatest achievers, so in turn you now realise that no one person ever did it all alone. And so from this moment forward, you will eagerly, happily and positively encourage those around you to help in your aims, actions and desires. You no longer resent or feel shy or in any way negative about accepting help, advice and assistance from others. In fact, it makes you happy and proud to know that you can, enabling you to achieve whatever you wish to achieve with the greatest of ease. As you relax more, just as you yourself are a wonderful, valuable and worthy person, so you now will realise from this moment forward that the opinions of others, especially those of people you respect, people you love, and those close to you, are worth listening and responding to in a positive manner. Just as your opinions and thoughts will now become, and will remain, equally honest, positive, constructive and worthwhile, as all the stresses, tensions, worries, fears and apprehensions of everyday situations which once would have bothered you in the past have now become and will continue to be but distant memories. As from this moment forward you'll awaken each morning with an inner warm glow of confidence, a renewed optimism to life, a more positive attitude to get things done. And every day, in every way, you will now realise that you have within you a large inner reservoir of willpower, self-confidence, self-esteem and patience, which you can and you will draw upon as a 100% total reality, automatic reflex action. Whenever you find yourself in a situation which once would have bothered you, relaxing more and realising now that you reap what you sow in life, and as such from this moment forward, all the stresses, tensions, worries, fears, apprehensions and obsessions which once may have bothered you are now but distant memories and things of the past, as you now continue your life as the confident, happy, healthy, relaxed, stress-free, positive-minded, loving, caring, considerate individual that you have now become and will continue to be for the rest of your life. Relaxing more with each and every suggestion, growing stronger each second of each minute of each hour of each day from this moment forward. You now realise how short life is and how valuable every second of it has now become to you. You no longer need, want, crave or desire to waste a single moment of your now positively happy, healthy, calm and relaxed lifestyle. Instead, you now wish to, and as a result will, savour every moment. You now notice more closely how enjoyable it is to be in the company of friends, those you respect, loved ones and others close to you. Their company, their opinions, their honesty, their help, assistance, advice, love and encouragement are all invaluable to you, and as a result you will respond to them with the same honesty, openness, positiveness, warmth, encouragement and love in all that you do and at all times you spend together. As the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go. Relaxing more as you realise your greatest achievement in life now being that you have now become one of those rare few but very talented and perceptive people who's able to admit their own faults, and by so doing grow stronger and happier as an individual and as part of a loving partnership. In short, from this moment forward, to you the past is the past, and what you now find is important to you most of all is the future, your positive, happy, healthy, confident, feeling good inside, relaxed future, made even more enjoyable, positive and beneficial by those around you. Who are your friends, those you love, those who respect you and those who care about you, which in turn you will reflect back to them as you continue now to live your life like a mirror and reflect to others the way you wish to be loved for, cared for, respected and assisted in your everyday life, which from this moment forward is that of a confident, peaceful, happy, healthy, relaxed, stress-free, positive thinking, loving, caring and considerate, worthwhile individual, because you're worth it as you relax more with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, every word that I say and every thought that you think. Noticing now that the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you'll go with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear and every word that I say, as you now allow your mind to wander free, as you continue to go deeper down into the world of your dreams and the world of your imagination. I want you to imagine and remember that one time in your life when you felt more happy, more confident, more proud, and on top of the world than you've ever done before. It could have been a time when you won an award, or just a time on holiday when you felt you could achieve anything. It matters not what it is, just so long as you now feel happy, healthy, relaxed, calm, confident and loving to yourself and to others in everyday life, feeling so good inside, enabling you to live a 100% fulfilling and stress-free lifestyle. Now I just want you to notice how good it feels to experience these positive and beneficial states of mind and body. And as you do, realise now that whenever you need to re-enter this special place in your everyday life, whenever you're confronted with the unexpected, or those things which once would have bothered you or concerned you in the past, and as you relax more, you realise that now, as an automatic reflex action, all you need do is push together the tip of your forefinger of the right hand together with the tip of your thumb, And instantly this will make your ring of confidence, your ring of willpower, your ring of self-esteem and your ring of patience that will instantly enable you to remain and continue to be the confident, calm, happy, healthy, relaxed and loving individual that you've now become and will continue to be from this moment forward. Remembering that your subconscious will remind you as an automatic reflex action to make this ring of confidence with your finger and thumb as and when you need that little extra help in everyday life. As you relax deeper and deeper with every second that passes by, realizing now that the personal attributes of self-confidence, willpower, positive self-esteem, patience and trust are the only attributes that any individual needs in everyday life to remain a confident, happy, healthy, relaxed and loving person, to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve and want to achieve in the future. Because this is your new reality. As the music changes, it's just a sign and a signal to relax more completely. Taking that moment of silence and calmness to relax and think within yourself. Let your mind wander free, because just as you have now become and continue to be, relaxing more, the person you set out to become is the real you. Inside, right now, realizing that something you once thought would have been difficult to achieve has proved itself so ridiculously easy. So as you relax more and use your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, I'd like you to imagine a thermometer in your mind's eye with the numbers 0 to 100% on it. And within this thermometer, the level at which the mercury is indicates the level at which your personal levels of self-confidence, willpower, self-esteem, patience and trust are currently set at. And as you relax more completely with each second that passes by, I want you to just notice the level that the mercury is currently at, and then realise that if you raise the level to 100%, then any and all problems you may once have had in your life will no longer ever be able to bother you or affect you as they once did in the past. And as you realise this as 100% total reality, I'd like you to imagine heating up the mercury in the thermometer in a way that feels right for you, perhaps with a lighter or a hot flaming candle, so that mercury gets hotter and hotter, so hot in fact that it starts to rise up inside the thermometer, up past 30%, up past 40 and 50, all the way up past 60, 70 and 80, and then notice and then just realise in your mind's eye that the mercury has now reached 100%. And as you notice this, realise how much more confident you feel, how you realise now your willpower is also at 100%, your self-esteem is higher than it's ever been at 100%, your patience and trust, both of yourself and others, is now also at 100%, making you a much happier, healthier, relaxed, calm and loving person in every way, as you continue to live a stress-free lifestyle, realising now that in order to feel this confident forever, we need to fix the mercury in place at 100%. So imagine now in your mind's eye that you have a hammer and a nail, and that you're now hammering the nail through the thermometer and through the mercury. As you relax more, just lock it, glue it, weld it, cement it in place at 100% level. And rather than leaking out, the mercury is now being fixed solidly, permanently in place. So that from this moment forward, your levels of self-confidence, willpower, self-esteem, patience and trust are now fixed at 100%, enabling you to live your life as the happy, healthy, confident, relaxed, calm, loving and trusting individual that you have become and continue to be in all areas of your life. There's no noises bother you whatsoever. In fact, with every breath that you take, every noise that you hear, Every word that I say, every thought that you think, merely serving as a sign and a signal for you to relax more completely. So limp, so loose, so relaxed, so heavy, so tired. And as you relax and go deeper, so the deeper you go, the better you'll feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you'll go. As you now imagine in your mind's eye a television set, a TV screen upon which you can see an image of how you once were in the past. Just see it clearly on the TV screen, the person you once were. Notice all those things about yourself that both you and others disliked. Those things that you wanted to change. Those things that once used to be a problem or an issue, which are no longer part of you. And realise now these things have become and must now remain part of the past. And as you realise this, it's time to turn down the volume on the TV set. So imagine turning down the volume, and as the noise disappears, it makes you feel so much better inside. Then just imagine turning down the colour and the contrast, so the image of how you once were disappears completely and fades away. And now, as you realise that image has gone forever, we no longer need the TV set switched on, so just imagine turning it off. Yes, that's perfect. So no power can ever get to it again. So it can never bother you, worry you or concern you as it once did in the past. And now, as you relax more, just imagine unplugging the TV set from the wall. And as you do, realising that you yourself have now said goodbye completely to the past, goodbye completely to how you once were, goodbye completely to those habits, issues, problems or concerns that you once had, that once used to bother you. Now finally take control and just imagine blowing up the television set with a large bomb, or setting fire to it, or perhaps smashing it up with a sledgehammer in a way that feels right for you. Go on, that's it, just see it being destroyed, and realise now that these things can never ever bother you again, now or at any time in the future. And as you relax more with each second that passes by, and every breath that you take, notice how good it feels inside, that something you once thought may have proved difficult has in fact proved so ridiculously easy, as you have become and continue to be from this moment forward the person that you wanted to become, the person you have become, the person you will continue to be. Nothing bothers you, worries you or concerns you as it once did in the past. In fact, those things that once were an issue now just serve as a sign and a signal of how much confidence, willpower, self-esteem you've got inside, how good you feel, how much you want to live your life to the full. As you relax more, just imagine now you can see a full-length mirror in your mind's eye, but in a calm, safe, secure way that's right for you. And imagine that you're standing in front of this full-length mirror. But rather than seeing the image of how you once were in the past, you're now seeing the image of how you wanted to become, how you have become, and how you wish to be. Look at that image of yourself. Notice how happy and confident you feel about yourself. Notice how good it feels to look in the mirror and see yourself exactly as you have on many occasions in the past dreamed yourself to be. Notice how much happier you now feel about yourself. And as a result, how much happier you feel around those you love, and how easy it has now become to be open, honest and candid about those things which once bothered you before you became this image of beauty, happiness, confidence and contentment that you now see before you in your mind's eye. And as you relax more, you continue to breathe deeply and regularly, realising now that this is no longer a dream. This is in fact 100% total reality. Because this is a magic mirror, and I'd like you to imagine walking towards it, the image of you the way you want to be tomorrow, the day after, next week, next year. And as you reach towards the mirror, notice how good you feel inside. And then notice that your hand starts to melt into the mirror. Walk towards the mirror. You can step into that mirror. Just imagine in your mind's eye stepping into that mirror. And as you do, it's almost as if you're stepping settling into that image of yourself the way you would become and continue to be from this moment forward. Almost as though you're putting on a lovely, protective, calm, safe, secure suit of armour and stepping into that image of yourself as you have now become and will continue to be from this moment forward. Fantastic. And as you relax more in a way that feels right for you, whether it's smashing the mirror from the inside, whether it's painting it on the inside, whatever feels right for your subconscious mind, just do it now so that you're locked, glued, welded, cemented permanently, safely, calmly and securely as the new you, where nothing bothers you, worries you or concerns you as it once did in the past. Relaxing more. Realising now as you relax further that from this moment forward you'll find and get the greatest pleasure from making yourself and others happy, from making yourself and others feel loved, wanted, needed and appreciated, cared for in all that they say and do, and that from this moment forward you no longer need, you no longer want, crave or desire any manner of painful situation in your life, as you continue to be the confident, happy, healthy, calm, relaxed and loving person that you have now become and will continue to be every day in every way. Making others happy makes you happy, and seeing others sad makes you sad, as you now live your life like a mirror and give out that which you want reflected back to you, because you have become everything that you dreamed of, and something you once thought would be difficult has proved itself to be so ridiculously easy. As you relax more, in a few moments' time when I awaken you, everything I've suggested to you and everything that you have suggested to yourself will remain with you in every way, permanently locked, glued, welded, cemented in a calm, safe and secure manner into your subconscious mind. And these suggestions will grow stronger and more positive for you each second, of each minute, of each hour for the rest of your life. Each and every time you consent for me to help you re-enter this relaxing and beneficial state, you will re-enter this state with the greatest of ease, and the very moment that I say, and sleep now, that very moment that I say, and sleep now, I'll say the word sleep or relax, you will instantly and rapidly re-enter this state. And each and every time you re-enter this state, it will be 100 times more relaxing, deeper and enjoyable for you in every way, shape and form. As you relax deeper, realizing also that whenever you hear my voice on this audio compact disc, whether consciously or whilst asleep, the effect of my positive suggestions upon you will grow stronger in every way, enabling you to realise that something you once thought in the past may have been so difficult to achieve has in fact proved so ridiculously easy. The deeper you go, the better you feel, everything I've said remaining with you in your subconscious mind. I'm now going to count from 1 to 10. And on the count of 10, everything I've suggested will remain with you at a subconscious level. And will grow stronger every second of each day, enabling you to continue being the confident, happy, healthy, relaxed, calm and loving individual that you've now become and will continue to be from this moment forward. On 1, everything I've suggested remaining with you and growing stronger every day in every way. 2, realising now that you'll awaken in the morning, each morning from this day forward, with an inner warm glow of confidence, a renewed optimism to life, a more positive attitude to get things done, as you now realise that you have a large inner reservoir of self-confidence, willpower, self-esteem, patience, trust and honesty within you that you can draw upon whenever necessary as an automatic reflex action. On 3, realising now how much better you feel, how proud you feel about yourself for allowing yourself to come to terms with the things that once used to bother you, worry you or concern you, that now are just signs and signals of how proud you should be of what you've achieved. On 4. It's almost as though every muscle in your body is now being washed with pure spring water, removing all negativity from your mind. It's like a huge weight being lifted off your shoulders. 5. Lighter and brighter, almost as though you now realise that a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders, and you're now free to live your life happily, the way you once thought may only ever have been a dream, but the way which now is your 100% total reality. 6. Normal feelings now returning to each and every muscle group in your body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers, as everything I've suggested is now permanently burnt deep into your subconscious mind in a way that feels right for you. 7. Realising now that at a conscious level only, when you awaken in a few moments' time, you will remember to forget, and forget to remember everything that has been suggested to you, instead allowing it all to be stored to your subconscious mind. It will ensure that you act upon it all as an automatic reflex action in your everyday life. On 8, lighter and brighter now, coming on up out of it, feeling so good, so happy, so energized, so full of energy, calm and relaxed. 9, you feel so good inside right now that on 10, you can open your eyes. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Wakey, wakey. Just take a few moments to open your eyes. Then you may find that you want to go and pop to the toilet and wash your face. Because it's just like waking up first thing in the morning, and then you notice how good you feel and how much better you feel each and every time you listen to this compact disc.
Well, welcome back to full alertness and consciousness and the start of the perfect you. Now, just as planting a seed for a tree needs water and sunlight to grow each day and grow stronger, so it is with things that used to bother us in the past, those things that used to bother you. Because they became habits or addictions or conditioned responses and stuff over a period of time. In the same way, the new you becomes stronger, more positive and more natural when you water that plant each day. And to that end, as I said, we were recording the audio. Thanks, Rob. He gave me the thumbs up that it appears to be, he's processing it now. So literally within the space of kind of the next 2 or 3 minutes, because it was recording live, in the next 2 or 3 minutes, you should have been able to upload that file, which will mean that below this video, and obviously if you're watching this on a replay after World Hypnotism Day, then obviously it's already there, you'll be able to get the audio MP3, so you can use it on any of your, your phone, as long as you're not driving, obviously, or any audio listening device of your choice, to water the plant each day. Because if you listen to the audio recording once every other day for the next 28 days, it will make it habit, it will make it conditioned naturally within you, the new you, so that it positively and permanently is locked, glued, welded in place, that you become and continue to be what you desired when you came here today. But also to kind of as a thank you to you, below here you'll see that is available my book, The Encyclopedia of Self-Help, Personal Development and Self-Improvement Psychology Techniques. This covers all areas of habits, addictions, fears, phobias, public speaking, creating rapport, you name it. Whatever you could think of in life, it tells you how to be better at it, more positive, and at the top of your game. Now this actually retails on Amazon as a paperback book and Amazon Kindle for around off the top of my head, it varies in which format you get it, but anywhere from 30 to 47 United States dollars. But today what I'd like to do is give you a free copy of that in PDF format, download, when you invest in your future by getting the audio Complete Mind Therapy, water the tree, make the seeds grow, so to speak, backup MP3 track that's available below. You'll get instant download access to the MP3 and the PDF, which covers all areas of life, for just today, literally just $10. That's about £6 United Kingdom even. Again, this is live here. United Kingdom sterling. That will get you the audio MP3 that normally, would sell online for about $47, and the PDF that would normally sell for the same for just $10. It's a ridiculously no-brainer investment into your life. Just click buy it now, you'll get instant download access. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being on this call. If you don't get the audio backup MP3 in the book, don't worry. You could still notice major positive changes in your life and continue being the perfect you. It's just that it's more likely, obviously, if you feed a plant the correct food, the correct amount of sunlight and stuff, that it will grow better and stronger and more positive. And to that end, tiny investment of $10 into your future, limited time only offer. Click buy it now, secure your future. Please spread the word, because when the replay is available, when the streaming is finished and it's uploaded to YouTube and stuff, we will eventually embed the video into the page at freehypnosisevent.com. So share that with your friends, and please do come and discuss your experiences at facebook.com/freehypnosisevent, or on the Twitter account at Royle Hypnotist. That's at ROYLEHYPNOTIST. And you can use the hashtag ThePerfectYou to discuss this, so everyone can see what happened for other people. And finally, if you're interested in learning how to help people change their lives for the better with hypnosis, then take a look at elitehypnosisbootcamp.com/therapy. That's elitehypnosisbootcamp.com/therapy. There's some free training materials there. Or if you're interested in perhaps the more fun side, like the experiments at the beginning, perhaps entertaining people on stage, take a look at elitehypnosisbootcamp.com/stage. My name's Jonathan Royle. Thank you very much for being here with us. Please do spread the word about freehypnosisevent.com so that people who couldn't be here live or on the stream can actually watch the replay that should be available in the next couple of hours, if not sooner, as long as we don't hit any technical hitches at this end. Thank you very much. I wish you the most positive, perfect possible future for you. Thank you for joining us.